Do you consider the U.S. government to be corrupt? According to a new poll, most Americans do. But why? RT correspondent Anya Parampil takes a look.
75%. That's the percentage of Americans that see widespread corruption in government, according to a new poll conducted by Gallup released this week. These numbers come in a year in which Americans have already expressed low confidence in government, be it Congress, the White House, or the Supreme Court, and in which candidates viewed as political outsiders like Donald Trump and Bernie Sanders are soaring in the polls. So why might Americans view their government as so corrupt? May it have something to do with that so-called revolving door spitting between government posts and stints at large corporations? Take, for example, President Barack Obama's former press secretary, Robert Gibbs. He spent 2 years serving in the administration until leaving in 2011. Then earlier this year, Gibbs announced a new gig, serving as chief communications officer for fast food giant McDonald's. But Gibbs isn't the only press secretary to leave his post on the White House podium for a corporate cushy job. Last year, Jay Carney left the Obama administration after 3 years, and within months had joined CNN as a senior political analyst. But perhaps most telling when it comes to corporate corruption is the relationship Wall Street has with Washington. Take just two examples, Henry Paulson and Robert Rubin. Both of them served as high-ranking officials for banking behemoth Goldman Sachs, Rubin as co-chairman and Paulson as CEO. Then, both of them were chosen to serve as Secretary of the Treasury, Rubin under Clinton and Paulson under George W. Bush. How did that work out? Well, throughout his time in office, Rubin oversaw the complete gutting of financial regulations, loosening the Glass-Steagall Act put in place during the Great Depression, which was a major cause of the financial crisis in 2008. By then, Paulson was Treasury Secretary, where he made the choice to bail out big banks like his former employer, Goldman Sachs, with taxpayer dollars rather than let them fail. With such obvious interests at play, maybe it's no surprise 3 out of 4 Americans use the C word, corrupt, to describe the government. In Washington, D.C., Anya Parampil, RT.